This is Alfonso. He's a good friend of mine who's doing something really cool. He's starting a brand that's going to challenge the status quo of how we view health. The brand is called REVIVO, and how he describes it, it's more than just a brand or a supplement. It's a lifestyle, his lifestyle. Well, we're back with Alfonso. Man came in from Mexico City and is here visiting. We're at Groundworks and we're just having a fun little fireside chat. He's a great friend of mine. He's very close with a lot of people in our community.
Yeah.
And I wanted to sit here with him to talk a little bit about his up and coming company. He's interviewed tons of people, right? Over 60 now?
Almost 60, yeah.
Almost 60. And he has so much information on this health and wellness space that if there's anyone that's going to make a company in this space, it's definitely going to be him.
I had a health scare. When I dropped out, I had no idea what to do, who to be. And because through that and other things, I opened the podcast little by little. And as a way to keep learning, to do something, to interview people who I wanted to become more like, people who I saw were ahead of the curve, were definitely not average. That was like, I knew that was a goal for me. Man, as an 18-year-old in this space, it drives you crazy. The amount of ideas and energy that exists.
You're already at like such a good starting place for like the trajectory of where you're going. And I think that's a lot because you're taking what you have and you're using that to your advantage.
Through the podcast and different things, REVIVO was born specifically out of one conversation. I remember that I could not hear the guest the 30 minutes of the interview. Not because the audio or anything didn't work, but I was just like, the only thought in my head was I need to do something. Like I need to create something. And also I needed to I needed to do something else with my time. The podcast wasn't enough. I was kind of like dilly-dallying around life. I do not like LA, but I love this a lot. We just met Parkour Jesus too, which was really cool.
Yeah, describe Parkour Jesus for everyone.
I think he's exactly what the name describes. He looks like Jesus. He's ripped. He doesn't know how old he is. He was going up a flight of stairs on a handstand. The whole beach, he has different stations. He'll work out here, he'll work out there, over there, in the bridge, in the poles. He was climbing the poles, which was really cool too. That's fun. Those are the characters you meet here. Man, creating REVIVO has been such a gift, even though it's still not out here officially yet, but the process has been, wow, amazing. I think
it's changed you a lot. From the first time I met you, just mentally and just physically too. You were just starting your workout journey at that point. You had no facial hair.
No. Part of creating REVIVO was the formula, which is huge. But at the start, I wanted it to be sugar-free and fasting friendly because I was really into that. But I remember I did the opposite and it worked even better. So I came back to the idea of using sugar and fruits. So we're using around 8 grams of sugar, fruits. But with that, I became addicted to orange juice. It's really a perfect drink.
Yeah.
Sugars and minerals work perfectly for absorption together. There's not a single source of sugar-free potassium in nature. Fear is the worst killer of them all.
Oh yeah.
Not plastics, not non-native EMFs, not blue light, not seed oils, it's fear.
I think we're in going in a good direction right now.
Bro.
Just worldwide.
Absolutely.
And I think that we've kind of found this community that is starting to really grow. When someone has a good idea, it's not because they're some crazy genius, but it's a sign of the times. And yes, you can be ahead of your time and be one of the first to think up or of these kind of ideas and things. But a lot of it has to do with the external factors of the time that it's in. REVIVO, it's your idea, but it's also the sign of the times. You can see people aiming towards healthier things.
Yeah. People are sick of natural flavors. People are sick of not real things. People are sick of lies. People are sick of being taken advantage of. It's literally the perfect time. REVIVOSubs.com. a hydration product that's not underdosed, that's not scared to use sugar. There's a really good reason why I use 8 grams of sugar. It's because it's one of your body's main sources of fuel, favorite sources of fuel, and you need to hydrate. It's not underdosed. The doses are crazy. Natural sources of sodium. It's real Colima salt. 2 amino acids that's never been combined before for hydration. I think never in a product, actually. I'm giving you everything your body needs. Nothing it will not use, nothing that it will not appreciate, only what matters, nothing that doesn't. REVIVO is real, high-dosed, and honest hydration. The only difference between the millions or the people who had the idea is going with the idea. How do you...
Well, like executing. I think
yeah.
it's like that's like me doing these daily videos,
Yeah.
right? You're tackling this, and you've done a lot too to set yourself up in a really good position.
Yes.
Because
For
you've
sure.
interviewed all these people, you became a part of this community.
I think that's the best thing, but my biggest advantage has been the podcast connection to it all, is the network or the ability that I've had to talk with people. People know who I am now.
Yeah.
It's just the consistency. It's being obsessed with that mission, their mission, potential collaborations for REVIVO now. That's what I'm looking for, is like my next interviews. Forward is a way to live. That's
Forward
one
is
of
a
the
way to
biggest
live.
points
Here,
for...
give me your phone. Give me your phone.
Please.
Forward is a way to live.
But it's just creation, it's movement, and the universe will always reward that. Isn't it kind of trippy how we live with birds?
Sincerely, Brando.